Yes. But if the person's already listening, I think letting people know about that is more of a social media thing.
Okay.
Should I read the tweet? Is there a tweet that went out?
There is.
Jim said there was a tweet.
There is. The Zolak and Bertrand audio stream. God dang it, Jim. The Zolak and Bertrand audio stream on 98.5 The Sports Hub, you can link it to youtube.com. So you can hear us on youtube.com. Yeah, you won't see us because we're on the simulcast.
Right. Obviously. If you're looking to watch us, that's exclusively NBC
but
Sports.
You can still
Boston.
hear us, technically.
But if you would like the audio of the program, then you can stream it on YouTube. We're streaming the audio there.
Correct.
All right?
Yep.
Audio stream available there today.
All right.
Good. Did we clear that up?
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about Drake Maye again. Again and again and again and again. Drake Maye got some first-team reps in practice yesterday. And Tim McCone is already doubting those reps. My favorite thing that happened on this station yesterday was Tony Maserati losing his mind upon hearing that on those first-team reps,
that they were
all Drake Maye did was hand the ball off.
Tony said he could do it, I thought I heard him say.
He did. He said, I could do that.
But then he's retracted. He said, I probably can't, which I agree. He probably can't. He probably opened up the wrong way.
I don't think he meant it literally, you know.
Yeah, like Joe Milton did last week. Opened the wrong way and play broke down, but he made a play out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about that? They give him how many? Was it 3 or was it 6?
It was 3.
I heard both yesterday.
But I mean, if you count both, but it's a team period. It was 15-3. So the other 3, I think, happened 7-on-7. So it's a total of 6. First thing I thought, Zolak reps. Because that's what I would get when Drew would do the bulk of it, and Zoe would go in, hand off 3 plays, and then get out. But I would go in with the first group and get used to calling a play, getting in and out of the huddle just in case all hell breaks loose on Sunday, which tells me they're somewhat game planning for Sunday night. It's a game plan. It's a game plan practice. That's the first thing I thought when I heard that. Game plan practice. This is not, you're getting 10, you're getting 10. If you're getting the bulk of it, like 75%, like Jacoby there, the 15 plus the 3.
Yep.
That's the 15 for the starter, which he's going to start the game, I assume now, Sunday night. And then Drake Maye will pick it up. But this is a new staff where everything's new head coach, new coordinators, new positional coaches, dealing with 90 guys on the sideline. It's going to be a packed plane going down. First road game. This has the potential for all hell to break loose on Sunday night, and they got to be on their game. So they are practicing.
What do you mean all hell break loose? What does that mean?
Not all hell break loose.
What does that mean?
Things happen.
Tell me.
Things tend to get unraveled a little more on the road because it's not your building. You know, phones go down. What do? Do we have a signals? Who signals? Who's a signal caller? This is all the crap you got to cover. Like, I was the dummy signal caller just in case everything broke down. Did you ever do it on purpose in a preseason game? Because Bill would do things like that all the time, wouldn't he? Yeah, there would be time in a preseason game. So go in now. Like, what? You got to find your helmet. Go. Because, hey, starter could hit his hand off the helmet. You go in 2 plays, get him out of there. Just see if you're sleeping. You know, catch you sleeping. Little things like that. Charlie, phones are down. Signal them in. Go. Yeah, we do that. And that's why I say, this is a new, we were home for 2 games, and now all of a sudden you got to take your operation on the road. Travel on Saturday, stay in a hotel, get up, sit around all day. What do we do all day Sunday? We meet, we watch film. It's different than regular game day at home, where you can sit with your family a little bit, get to the stadium 4 hours prior. Like, that's everything that's different. So you're on the road, Cincinnati. This is a good situational tune-up before hitting the road for Cincinnati, but it tells me they're game planning for this game a little bit.
Let's get a little reaction from the quarterback himself. Drake Maye spoke yesterday. Man, I love when he talks.
Oh, yeah.
I just love him.
Real fired up. Yeah, real excited. Yeah.
He's just, I don't want your life. You know, I mean,
I do want your life.
It is.
I think it's fun.
It is Vanderbeek.
Everybody's great.
It is.
I love him.
But I do. I can't get enough of Drake
I love the
Maye.
energy. Love the energy.
I love it. I love what he brings to the table.
Sure
Drake Maye had this to say about taking snaps from a first-team center, David Andrews.
Snaps from David Andrews in practice for today. To us, that seems meaningful. What does that mean to you? You're out there with the team starting to walk?
Yeah, I think, just, whether it's the first quarter, second quarter, you got to be ready. I'm one snap away from the backup, and DA is going to be in there as starting center, so he's got to, it's different, getting, feeling different from different centers. So I think the number one thing you start to play is getting snaps. So I think whenever, all four of us try to get snaps from DA and Nick and the guys in the centers. So try to make an emphasis of not having little things like balls on the ground. So, I think just getting an opportunity to get snap from a center like DA, who always talks about stories from Tom and how Tom used to like his snap. So just pretty cool.
Do you push for more snaps from him, Drake? Push for more time?
No, I just I make sure with DA. I think maybe my first preseason game, against the Panthers, I went out there and DA was out there. I hadn't gotten a snap from DA in months, so I was like, hey, David, just make sure these practices we get some snaps just in case something like that happens. So just trying to be ready.
Months. It had been months. He was excited about taking a snap from David Andrews because it had been months.
8 times.
That is so sad. DA.
8 times.
DA.
He already got a nickname for him.
DA.
My man, DA.
My man, DA.
He's getting there. He's getting there. DA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very soft.
Yeah. What's in it?
I told you, he's got some young Roger Clemens in him. Go back and listen to Roger Clemens when he was young. He sounded like Drake
Same
May.
vibe.
Yeah, same vibe. Same vibe.
Yeah.
A little bit of that twang.
Southern twang.
Yeah. And then he's from North Carolina. Clemens is from Texas, obviously, but they're, fast talker a little bit early on. There's a little bit of that.
Sings
going
that song.
on there.
Usher? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's Usher.
Yeah. Little John.
Usher, Little
In
John.
the club with my homies.
Months it had been. Months. And now he's out there yesterday getting some of those snaps with DA.
We're going to call him DA now on
Does
Wednesdays.
it mean anything? That's the question. Did yesterday's practice actually mean anything? Beyond the preseason game Sunday night, as you said, this tells you things about what you're going to see Sunday, but does it mean anything for September 8th? And I still will hold strong that I don't believe it's the case.
I think it does. Because there are people out there that say he say something would happen to Jacoby, you wouldn't put him in. I think you put him in because I think that it indicates he's the backup. That's what it does. Jacoby's a starter, week 1. I still fully believe that. But if he goes down first quarter, I think Drake's going in.
I think that's the worthy conversation here.
That's the real conversation.
You bring up. Like Tommy Curran was saying this last night when I was on TV with him. He said, what has changed is they probably feel a lot more comfortable plugging him into a game if the need arises.
Okay.
Not starting him in a game, but in their mind, it wasn't made up, right? This talk of Zappy, this talk of a veteran coming in, their minds have probably shifted, and definitely Gerard Mayo. We'll get to more on Mayo and his thoughts on this.
Yeah.
But their mind is shifted to, okay, he's getting better. The more we give him, the better he handles it. Look at yesterday.
Understand where I am.
And we think we can give him more if need be in a game, and we're going to be fine. He could play at this level right now.
What did he tell you? What did Drake May just tell you there? I'm one snap away. Right there. This is the plan moving forward. That is a game plan type practice. So they're trying to emulate it on Sunday night to get you ready for Cincinnati. So it's boom, boom, out of the chute. 2 road games. Got 2 weeks to prepare for Cincy after this. And then get ready, and then it's real. Then it's the reality of, this isn't practice. This isn't red shirts. You can't touch me. This is, DA, I'm going to be taking snaps from him, and I'm 1 snap away from that. He just told you that. That emphasizes the practice that I thought it was. Took me back to my day. Yeah, that's what it is. That's
I hate that plan. That plan sucks. If he's ready to play, if you're capable of playing, why isn't he starting? If you're at the level where you're ready to drop him into a game,
I still think they're unsure.
Brissett gets hurt, then he should be your starting quarterback.
But it's already changed. The narrative's already changed from a week ago, where this kid was so far away to where now Mayo's like, he's 100% ready. He can handle everything. Now imagine if he goes on and plays well Sunday and Jacoby plays like he did a week ago. That's going to be advanced even more next week with the element of the unknown. 2 weeks to sit on that. And Mayo already saying, I'm keeping it close to the vest. I don't have to tell you guys anything. Get ready for that little game next week. That's where we're heading, boys.
Well, let's talk more about Gerard Mayo and what he actually wants in all of this. We talked about the brain trust that will come together and make the decision on who will be the starter for this team and what the timeline is on Drake May. What does Mayo actually want? And does he have the power to say, I want Drake May, make him the starter? We spent a lot of time on this yesterday. Felger did as well. We'll talk about it coming up next.
Zolak and coach, as a young head coach, on a guy that doesn't even have a ton of coaching experience, he has not been given a lot of power. I don't think he's got much power at all on the offense. I think he has, when it comes to the offense, no juice. Not only does he have no juice, I think that's the answer to the question of why does he keep talking about a quarterback competition when there clearly is none on the field? Because I think, guessing, he wants Drake Maye to play. He probably does. But it also, when I hear him talk, he sounds like a guy that wants a competition. And then they get out on the field, and Drake Maye hardly reps with the ones. And so here's my working theory. It's not his call. It's not his call. Who's the first quarterback? It's not his call who's going to start either this Sunday or in 2 Sundays. It's not his call. It's not his call who they're getting ready for week 1. That's AVP and Elliott Wolf.
I was asking this yesterday. If Gerard Mayo said, I want Drake Maye, and he gets outvoted by Elliott Wolf and AVP, is that over? He doesn't get to say who his quarterback is? He's not exactly the strongest of head coaches so far to this point. He hasn't exactly exuded a level of confidence.
He should have
that
been ready
would
for
tell
that.
you he is fully in command of everything to do with this team. And he did that to himself by saying things like, Alex Van Pelt is head coach offense. Way to strip yourself of some power when you do things like that. That was not a great idea on his part.
I know, but he likes delegating. He likes to tell people what to do. And everybody has a title. Like, he's big on titles. That was one thing in his press conference when he first got the gig.
Yeah, Alex
I'm
Van
big
Pelt
on
has
titles
a
'cause you
title,
work for
offensive
something.
coordinator.
He should let it stand for itself. I agree with you on this. And he should have been ready for, like, who picks the starter. He should have been ready for that question. It should be me. I'm the head coach. Elliott does a fantastic job supplying me with players. Like, we're all on the same page of understanding. I heard scheme was brought into it too. Elliott Wolf should understand the scheme. If you're running a fast defense and you want to play smaller and you want to play more guys down in the box and you want to have more guys like Marte Mapu and you're going to be more big nickel and you're going to play 4 safeties at the same time, the damn GM should understand the scheme. I've heard people rip this like, why should the GM know the scheme? He is a football guy.
Well, he's got to know what kind of
He's
talent.
got to dictate what kind of tight end do I want. Do I want big meathead tight ends or do I want H-backs? Or do I want a fullback?
But the GM should not be saying, you know what? We should go and play 4 safeties.
Nope.
Not your job.
But you supply him the 6 safeties that he wants and let the head coach pick from them. Head coach dictates who plays. That's what it should be. Gerard just said,
All
it's
right,
me.
well, back to
My
quarterbacks
decision, yeah.
in this decision-making process. Thugger's saying he wants Drake Maye. I wouldn't go that far. What I would say is that one of the parts he mentioned there, which is the guy wanted it to be a competition. He is probably looking at the lack of first-team reps for Drake Maye over the course of the summer and questioning if that was the right thing. But now he's got to act on that, and maybe he did, and that's why Drake Maye got the lousy 3 snaps that he got yesterday in practice. Is that AVP just throwing him a bone? Just basically saying, yeah, see, I got him some reps. There you go. You happy now?
I think they're shifting out of preseason football into getting ready for game planning for football. Like I said, you're just going to roll this out on Cincinnati week? Reps? Dictate reps? No, this is sort of a process. You ease into it. And I think AVP's easy.
I think their process sucked.
Well,
I think their process was lame.
Yeah, that's their plan. Then they wanted to slow play the rookie, slow play him from day one. This was not a competition. Okay, we all know that.
Why not?
What?
What's the good reason for it not being a competition?
I don't know.
While the head coach kept telling us it was. The head coach kept saying it was, which proves this point.
Maybe they felt he's not
Why
ready.
didn't the head coach just make it a competition? You're the guy in charge.
The problem
Stop
is
delegating to a guy who will be thrown to the streets if it doesn't work this year.
Yes.
Sorry. I don't know why people get their back up about Alex Van Pelt and when I talk about the possibility of him getting fired after a year. This happens in the league frequently. The first guy to go, the OC. Get him out. Right? Sacrificial lamb. is the offensive
We're not
coordinator.
used to that around here.
And, well, it's been a long time.
I know.
think
I
people
mean,
forget.
it's been stability at that. Bills let him run the offense.
I know. I think people forget how this league sort of operates.
Charlie ran the offense. Billy O ran the offense. Josh ran the offense. And Bill stayed out.
This league blows out OCs all the time, right? And so you've got a situation where he'll be the first guy to go. But Gerard Mayo ultimately will be judged in large part on the success or failures of Drake Maye. They're attached at the hip. So he should be more invested and should be stronger on getting this kid a real opportunity to get ready to start whenever that is. Doesn't have to be week 1, doesn't have to be Cincinnati. Doesn't have to be September or October. But whenever that is, he's got to make sure that everybody on his staff is fully invested in putting in a lot of work now, even if you're not going to see the reward for that work for weeks, months, or even a year.
And I think we're in the midst of sort of a change that's taken place. Where 2 weeks ago, he's hell-bent on Jacoby's going to be his starter. Jacoby's going to be his guy. And all of a sudden, Drake's not ready yet. These guys haven't taken snaps out of huddles. It's the whole professional operation. We got to get him up there. I don't want him to be complacent as number 2. I want him to want to be the starter. And I think that last week's game gave him a little confidence, and now the terms have changed a little bit. He's 100% ready to handle all of that, processing the play, getting in and out of the huddle, looking at the game clock, understanding personnel. Like that whole operational stamp. That's all changed in a matter of 2 weeks here. And now you're up against it to where, holy crap, our reps are few and limited here as we approach our third preseason game, and then we're in a game plan week. So I can't give him 100% of the reps and get him ready, but I like the progress he's made. We're still going with Jacoby, but damn it, if Jacoby goes down or struggles, he's ready. I think that's where we're heading here.
Alternate theory. Alex Van Pelt in recent days has realized he may have screwed himself by banking on Jacoby Brissett. And banking on Jacoby Brissett being able to function within this offense, when he looks around the offense, he realizes, Elliott Wolf not only screwed this team by not getting NFL-level tackles,
right?
He hosed me. He screwed up this whole plan for me. Jacoby Brissett is not the most mobile of quarterbacks. Jacoby Brissett doesn't exactly get the ball out quick, by the way, when he drops back. He's got a big windup. The delivery can be a little bit slow.
We've known that since he was a rookie.
Right? I mean, that's been part of his game. And Alex Van Pelt wasn't really factoring all of that in, and he might realize, oh, crap, this is going to blow up on me in the first month. I've got to get this kid ready because I'm going to need him, and I know that he is better suited to be on the run, making plays, off platform, all of that. The stuff that Drake Maye actually really likes.
Yep. And when you go to like these sheets and this PPF stuff and when you rank players and quarterbacks, like honestly, where's Jacoby Brissett ranked? Is he like 25th, 26th? Is he 32?
He's in the bottom 10.
Yeah.
Is he that, or is he more really a really, really freaking good backup, but probably ranked around 40s if we're realistic here?
Oh, I'm just saying, if you were ranking the starters that are currently in the league, I'm counting him as one, and I know he's in the bottom 10.
He's kind of been handed and gifted this job. Like, he's played himself into this opportunity.
So what you're asking is, are there better backups in the league who are currently backing up, not starting?
To your theory.
Probably.
Maybe we thought the ceiling was a little more than what it is with him.
I mean, I thought he was the perfect guy because I knew it would fail, and then they would have a chance to put the kid in, but they would buy themselves time. The problem is the timeline with this offensive line looks like it's going to get accelerated.
How's Fedarian Lowe from yesterday? You got a little nick, right?
He wasn't out there.
Yeah.
Well, he got hurt.
Ken Wallace got put in there. You got another rookie thrown into left side tackle.
Wallace has apparently played well this week in practice. We haven't been there, so we don't know. But I'll tell you, everyone's really down on Brissett all of a sudden. It's a bad week. Bad week.
So who do you want making the decision ultimately?
Gerard Mayo. Gerard Mayo should be telling Alex Van Pelt what to do.
Period.
How he should be spending the time in practice, how those snaps should be divided up, and he's the guy who makes the call. Now, that's not to say you take all decision-making away from Alex Van Pelt. It's perfectly appropriate to rely on your OC and his expertise, which he has more of than Gerard Mayo.
Tough decision.
And have a conversation and include him in that and hear him. But ultimately, you've got to be the man in charge.
Yeah. You're getting to the point now where you're accelerating and you're getting close to. You got to make really tough decisions now. That's a big decision. The emphatically get behind one guy because you instill confidence in one and you lose it in the other. And he said it from day one. Elliot and I We think alike. We're hand in hand in everything we do. But there's going to be times where the bleep's going to hit the fan, and we're going to have to get through that. He knows it. And this is starting to become one of those things. It should be on him, though. He's the head coach. He's the guy you picked to make those tough decisions. There's only 32 of them in this league. He's one of them. You know, is he a defensive-minded head coach? Sure. That's why he said AVP is the head coach of the offense.
Well, that's what scares me about.
How many coordinators has Mike Tomlin brought in? Does he coach offense or Ben Roethlisberger? No, but he has a feeling of Ben's the guy. Or, damn it, when they play, am I going to pick Russ or am I going to pick Justin Fields? That's Mike Tomlin's decision. It's not the GM. It's not the OC. I don't even know who the OC is in Pittsburgh this year. They change him every damn year. That should be Gerard Mayo's decision. He's a smart guy. He knows what to do. So, give it to him.
I'm not sure he does.
Really?
I'm not sure he's got enough
see.
control right now.
We'll see.
I believe that he's a smart guy.
Got to work through it.
But being smart and being assertive are two different things. And I would like for him to be more assertive and really take control of this and really be more hungry for the power. Less willing to delegate right now. Take charge, man. Take charge. If you want a competition, make it a competition. Do it. You have the power to do that. That's why they named you head coach, not Alex Van Pelt. 617-779-0985. The stream has been restored, so.
Huh.
Okay.
How about that? Good job, Dennis.
The 98.5, the Sports Hub stream and app have been restored. We fixed it.
You sure?
I didn't fix it. I say we. 98.5, the Sports Hub fixed it. I didn't fix
Something
it.
was probably unplugged.
I had nothing to do with fixing it.
Something probably got tripped over a plug in the other room or something. Dennis plugged it back in. We're good. Up and running.
It's like Christmas Vacation. You can't figure it out. There's the light switch. You know.
Hallelujah.
It's all on that one little switch. 617-779-0985. We'll get to your calls coming up. We got open lines. You want to grab one? We will get to your thoughts on this, but also thoughts on other young rookie first-round quarterbacks getting their opportunities across the league. Drake May's peers. An update on that on the way next.
Sports Hub Headline.